Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Jason Pack. I am the Director of Communications for the Tennessee Department of Safety and Homeland Security. It's been a tough day here in Upper East Tennessee, and we've assembled some people that can give you some information and talk about what happened today. Starting off, we have Dr. Stephen Wares, the President of Milligan University. Dr. Wares.
I'm deeply saddened to share some tragic news with you. 11 of our cyclists were on a training ride this morning. They were struck by a vehicle. 2 of them died in the accident, Halen Ingdahl and Braden Rogers. 7 of our students were taken to receive care. 6 of them are still receiving care. Others have been released. It is more important than ever right now that Milligan is a community gathered around Jesus, and we need Jesus deeply. So I'd like to invite the entire community into prayer with us, into grief with the families, with us, and into deep prayer for the families of those we have lost. I'd like to also invite you into prayer for those who are still receiving care. Lord Jesus, we need you. Have mercy. We have communicated to campus that we have pastoral resources and counseling resources. We will continue to make those available as long as we need to care for our students and our families. We need to be gathered together. We need to help each other bear burdens that are too heavy for any one person to carry on their own. We need the comfort of Jesus and the peace of the Spirit, because this is too much. Join us in prayer and grief. Now I'd like to welcome Major Roy Brown of the Tennessee Highway Patrol.
First, this has been an extremely difficult day for a lot of people, families that have lost loved ones, Hayden and Braden's parents, the cyclists that were injured, the teammates, the coaches, the community, the university. Our thoughts and prayers are with each of you as we go through this. Earlier today, Tennessee Highway Patrol responded to a crash involving a driver who struck members of the Milligan University cycling team on Highway 19E near Summerlee Creek Road in Carter County. 2 were fatally injured in that crash. Another 7 were injured and received medical attention at the hospital. A large number of first responders, medical crews, responded to the scene, including multiple air medical teams, and transported injured people for treatment. Our troopers are now working to determine exactly what happened. The information we're providing today is only preliminary. This remains an active investigation, and some details may change as our investigation continues and witnesses are interviewed, evidence is examined and reviewed. We know the families and Milligan University deeply want answers, and we want to provide those answers. But it's our responsibility to ensure that we conduct a fair investigation thoroughly and provide facts based on that investigation. We're grateful to the law enforcement officers, firefighters, EMS crews, dispatchers, air medical teams, hospital staff who responded today and cared for those that were involved. We'll share additional information as it becomes available, as it's vetted as fact, but because of the pending prosecutions, we don't want to jeopardize that investigation in any way. Now I'd like to turn it over to Stephen Finney, the District Attorney General for Carter County.
Good afternoon. My name is Steve Finney. I'm the District Attorney General for 4 counties, Carter County being one of those counties. I am very limited in what I can say about the investigation by my canon of ethics, as it is an ongoing investigation. But what I can tell you is that John Benfield, age 69, of Newland, North Carolina, has been charged with vehicular homicide by recklessness, 2 counts, and aggravated assault by vehicle by recklessness, 5 counts. As I said, the investigation is not complete, but I'd like to now address the victims and the victims' families, as they are from all over the nation, and this will be the first time they will hear from us. Early this morning, Dennis Brooks, Assistant DA, Ike Little, investigator for the District Attorney's Office, and myself went to the scene and tried to assist in any possible way that we could. And I want to say that law enforcement and all the agencies have done a remarkable job so far, but the job is not finished. We will keep trying and working. Additional charges could come. But to the family, I want them to know that my Assistant District Attorney, Dennis Brooks, is an avid cyclist, having just completed the triple bypass in Colorado, which goes over Loveland Gap and through Breckenridge. They'll know the ride. He's also completed 5 century rides this year. They will know what I'm saying. He knows cycling. I also, Coach Nave and I have been friends for 16, 17 years back when I used to cycle and he did. I say this to you, the parents, because their expertise will help us in the prosecution of this case. Also, as has earlier been said, the young men, and I try not to call them boys because they're boys to me. They're young men, they're boys. They are athletes. This is an elite cycling team. It's not a bunch of us club guys getting together to ride. They know what they're doing. They rode in a peloton. One of the boys just won last weekend in one of our local races. In the near future, our victim witness coordinators will be reaching out to the family. I'm going to set it up to where we even have to do some of it by Zoom, but it will be a group meeting with you all so that you will get answers that we can give. I also really want everyone to know how everybody has pulled together. I mean, it's been amazing today. I want the media to know, and I want our community to know that these young men chose to come here, chose to come to this school, and they are members of our community as such. And you should treat them with the grace and the dignity and their families that they deserve. I can't stress to you how much that is important to these families. And it's important to my office, me, and I just hope that we can all continue to work together for these young men, because this is nowhere close to over yet. And I'm now going to introduce Sheriff Mike Fraley, the Sheriff of Carter County.
Thank you, General. I'm going to be very brief. About 9 a.m. this morning, we were notified of a cycling accident on Highway 19A above Cimarron Creek, and our officers responded with other first responders. And first and foremost, I want to say how deeply saddened I am for everyone involved in this. It's taken a toll on all the first responders today. Keep them in your prayers, along with the families and the Milligan College community. But as General Feeney has said, it's an active investigation. It's still ongoing, and we have been put through a very trying day. And I just ask that you keep us in your prayers. With that being said, I'm going to turn it back over to Mr. Pack, and continue to pray for us. Thank you.
Now, Mr. Eric Deaton from Ballad Health and some trauma surgeons will be able to address the work that they did this afternoon and this morning.
Thank you. My name is Eric Deaton. I'm the Chief Operating Officer for Ballad Health. Also, I'm a graduate of Milligan University, and I'm also a trustee of Milligan University. This day is extremely difficult for me personally. For our community, it's been a very, very hard day. I cannot imagine what the families are facing with the loss that they've experienced today. But our hearts and our prayers are going out to you. We love you. We love Milligan University. We're partners with Milligan in so many ways, and we're so thankful for that partnership. About 9 a.m. this morning, we received information about this accident, this event that happened, and we immediately went into action with our mass casualty event, where we provide staffing, supplies, the things that are needed to care for patients as they arrive at our Level 1 Trauma Center. So we received a little after around 10 or so this morning, I think 7 patients to our Level 1 Trauma Center at Johnson City Medical Center. I'll let Dr. Burns tell you a little bit more about their current situation. I just want to say thank you to the local law enforcement, to Tennessee Highway Patrol. These folks are experts. Our EMS did an amazing job. We actually transported 2 patients by air flight, one using med flight and one using heart. The other patients were transported by EMS, Carter County EMS. As always, very professional, did an amazing job with transporting these patients. I want to say thank you to the nurses, the doctors, the entire staff at Johnson City Medical Center, our trauma network, and the work that they did today managing the injuries of these patients. I was able to spend most of the afternoon with many students at the hospital, praying with them, talking with them, supporting them. And again, we're just thankful for our relationship with Milligan University. We will provide additional counseling support as needed, whatever Stephen, you and your family and the Milligan family needs, we're here for you. This time I'd like to ask Dr. Bracken Burns to come forward and tell you a little bit about the patients that are currently we're caring for, and see if there's any additional questions.
Thanks, sir. My name is Bracken Burns. I'm a professor of surgery at ETSU and the trauma medical director at Johnson City Medical Center. Earlier today, we received 7 casualties from the incident that you're being briefed on. Current status, 4 of those patients are in critical condition in our surgical intensive care unit. 3 patients have required operative intervention with our orthopedic trauma team, who was exceptional and in the trauma bay with us. 1 of those patients will require future additional operation. A total of 4 of those patients, as I said, will be in the surgical intensive care unit. 2 other patients are stable, admitted to the med surg floor, and 1 patient fortunately was able to be evaluated and subsequently discharged from the hospital. I just echo everyone else's sentiments. I think the team performed well today, but when the adrenaline wears off, I have to admit it kind of hits you a little bit. Both of my children and my son-in-law are student athlete graduates of this university, and students like this have been in my house, and they've been there for Thanksgiving, and just starts to hit you when it starts to wear off. So we're going to take the best care of these kids the same as I would for my own children. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Burns. At this time, we can attempt to answer a few questions with the caveat that this still is an ongoing investigation. Is there any questions?
Yes. Can you confirm whether or not the driver was under the influence of some sort of some substance? Excuse me.
I'll defer to the general for that one. General?
All I can tell you at this point is he's charged with vehicular homicide by recklessness, and this is an ongoing investigation.
Understood.
Yes, ma'am, in the back.
About how many airmed teams respond to the scene?
I think you said 2, right?
Yeah, we had 2 air flights, so HART responded, and then Med Flight responded out of the Virginia State Police.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you confirm if the suspect is in custody at this time?
Yes, he is in
He is
custody.
in custody. He's being booked as we speak at the Carter County Jail right now.
Could we get the spelling of the suspect's name?
Step up, sir. His name is Benfield, and his first name.
Would you have to step up
is
and,
John.
so they can hear? That's all right, it's all right.
His name is John Benfield, as I stated earlier. He is in custody, and again, you know, like I said, this is a flowing thing. You know, it's just these people. While I'm up here, I want to say this again. Look at this, and multiply that by about 4 or 5 of what was on the scene up there today. This is a community effort, and also the THP has gone far enough that they are designating an investigator. This is going to be his primary, and the local trooper that is working. It's going to be his primary, and that's you know, we all have a lot to do, but it's so important. And all cases are important, but in this one, they're dedicating those 2 men primarily for this task.
Yes, sir. I was just wondering if we could get the proper spelling of his name.
Benfield, Mike, you got it?
Yeah.
I think I know how to spell, but I want to be sure
Yeah.
for you.
Thank you.
Benfield, just like that.
J-O-H-N.
Yes.
Thank you.
Will there be some type of mugshot once he's, in custody and submitted or everything?
Yes, if you'll be patient, literally, they are booking him in as we speak, and it probably will be within the hour or so, but just be patient, and we will get that out to you as soon as we can.
Okay, real quick, how many agencies told you guys had a lot there today? You guys have an estimate of how many were helping?
6, probably. I mean, I'll do the best I can. THP, Carter County EMS. We have the CERT team from THP. We have investigators from THP. We have emergency management systems, and that's Miss Woodby's. She's over that. We have local fire departments like taking care of the roadway.
Flight services.
The flights. Oh, and Ballard. And this instance, Ballard's come through for us.
T-Dot.
T-Dot. See, I knew I was going to leave somebody out. But there was a lot up there.
But it was so close to the North Carolina border. Did anybody from North Carolina come meet?
Well, really, that's my home county. It's a good 15 miles from North Carolina. This subject is from North Carolina. The community it's between what we would call Tiger Valley, and before you turn on the Tiger Creek, which leads you to Ripshin, and so it was a 3-lane road, and that's what I can tell you.
I have one more, sorry.
Yes.
For the team, is this a route that they usually go, or is this something that was?
Do you know the team route, or?
I don't know that, and right now we're focused on our families and our students, so we'll eventually be able to share more information, but right now we're doing pastoral care.
Thank you, everybody. Appreciate it.
Will the school be able to provide pictures of the 2 students for us to use?
Let me check on that, and I'll get back for you. Thank you guys very much. We'll check on that for you, okay? Thank you all very much. Appreciate it.